One of the best things about owning an electric car is being able to charge it at home. Imagine waking up every morning to a fully charged car, just like having your own personal petrol station. If you're yet to make the switch to electric, but you're interested in home charging as part of your research, or you've got an EV but don't yet have a dedicated home charger, then this video is for you. Let's dive into everything you need to know about home charging. Let's answer the big question. Why should you get a dedicated home charger instead of using a 3-pin plug? And sure, you can charge with a regular 3-pin plug, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. See, a standard socket is slow, maxing out at just 2.3 kilowatts, whereas a dedicated smart charger offers 7.4. Let's take a Tesla Model Y and a typical daily mileage of 20 miles. Using a 3-pin plug, it would take around 2.5 hours of charging to get that 20 miles of range. Fine if you had no other option, but it's hardly ideal. Use a dedicated home charger though, like the ones we sell and install. You can top up the Tesla Model Y with 20 miles in just 45 minutes. The difference is night and day. Speaking of which, almost all of your charging will take place overnight, which means by the time you've woken up, your car would be fully charged, even if it were completely empty the night before, which in reality for most drivers won't be the case anyway. This type of charging isn't really feasible with a 3-pin plug. There's also a safety element to consider here too. 3-pin domestic sockets are not designed for high loads over a long period of time, which is exactly what happens when you're charging an EV. It's okay on the rare occasion, but it's not recommended for regular use and for long-term durability. And that's not all. A home EV charger helps you make the most of cheaper electricity prices. Many energy suppliers offer an off-peak rate for EV drivers, which means the electricity used to charge your car costs you even less. This can often be more than half the cost of the day rate. The small catch is, the off-peak price is usually restricted to certain times, such as a 6-hour window overnight. So what you want to do is squeeze as much charging as possible into that off-peak window, and that requires speed. Something only a dedicated smart home EV charger can offer. Okay, so we've convinced you of the benefits of having a home EV charger installed, so how do you go about getting one? Well, fortunately, we've made that very simple. Just head over to our website smarthomecharge.co.uk and select your preferred charger. Select request a quote and fill out a few details. In the majority of cases, we'll be able to give you an instant quote. It really is that easy. But there are some things to consider. Let's go through them.
You'll need a place to park. A driveway is the easiest option of course, but you can still have a home charger installed even if you only have access to on-street parking. Just make sure to speak to your local authority first to understand what rules they have regarding cables trailing over public footpaths or walkways.
You'll also want an internet connection. All modern chargers must be smart, which means they'll need to connect to the internet via Wi-Fi or mobile data. Please check the signal where you plan to install your charge point. Don't worry, our inquiry form will let you know which you'll need for the charger you've selected. Check if you need permission to install. If you rent, we'll need your landlord's written approval. Also, if your property is listed, you may need to check what modifications you can make to it. Or, if you live in an apartment block, then you may need permission from the management company or even other residents if the cabling we install will run across their property. Once that's all sorted, it's time to choose your charger. If you're unsure, check out our Best Home EV Chargers guide, linked below. Plus, as we've mentioned, our website makes it super easy to find your perfect charger. There's loads of information to help you make an informed choice, and you can always phone or email our friendly support team for advice. For now though, here's a few things to consider when choosing a charger. Most EVs use a Type 2 connector, but if you have an older model like the first gen Nissan Leaf, it's more likely to have a Type 1 connector. A bit like phone cables, you just need to make sure the charger you're choosing fits the socket on your vehicle. All modern EVs use a Type 2 connection, so if you bought a new EV after around 2019, you probably don't need to worry, but it's always worth a check. Do you want tethered or untethered? EV chargers come in two flavours, one with a cable permanently attached, tethered, and the other without, untethered. We have a guide going through the pros and cons of each, but broadly, tethered is considered more convenient as the cable is always there, while untethered is more flexible as you can easily change cable length and it's a bit tidier on your wall. Smart chargers require an internet connection. They do this either via your Wi-Fi or mobile data, or in some cases both. So you'll need to check if you have a strong Wi-Fi or mobile data signal at the location you want your charger. We normally recommend trying to play a YouTube video on your mobile phone at your desired charger location. If it plays, then you should be okay. Just make sure you turn off Wi-Fi on your phone if you need to check the mobile signal, and vice versa for Wi-Fi. To get a quote, head to the product page of your preferred charger and select Request a Quote. We'll ask for some details about your property and an estimate of the cable length from the meter to where you want the charger. It only takes a couple of minutes, and in most cases you'll receive an instant quote. After you've reviewed your quote and paid, we'll send you an online site survey to complete at home. This is so we can double check the requirements for your installation and get some key details we need to notify your DNO. Notifying your DNO, or distribution network operator, is mandatory for any EV charger installer, as they are the company responsible for operating, maintaining and upgrading the electricity distribution network in a particular region of the UK. Depending on the supply at your home and a number of other factors, they may wish to carry out upgrade works at your property. This can mean a delay to your installation in some cases, but it is rare. In other cases, the DNO will request that we derate your charger so it runs at lower power temporarily until they've completed their upgrades. Again, this doesn't apply to everybody and is usually a very seamless part of the process, and between ourselves and the DNO, you'll be advised if any works are required at your property. Once this step is complete and your charger has been dispatched, we'll arrange an installation date with you. By the time you receive an appointment, you should have received your charger. You can prepare for your engineer's arrival by double checking the contents of the box we've sent you, ensuring the charger is what you're expecting. Download the charger's companion app. We will have sent you the details of this beforehand. Make sure any areas the engineer will work in are clear of obstructions, and ensure someone at home over the age of 18 is present during the appointment and able to sign off the work. When your engineer arrives, they'll confirm your site survey details, explain the work, and get started. Most installations take just a few hours depending on complexity. The power will need to be switched off for part of that time, but don't worry, the engineer will let you know before doing so. Once installed, your charger will be connected to the app. The engineer may give you a quick walkthrough, then ask you to confirm you're happy with the installation. Now that your charger is ready, here are 3 things we recommend setting up in the app. Tariff details. Enter your electricity tariff so the app can track your charging costs accurately. Charge schedules. If you're on an off-peak tariff, set schedules to charge overnight for the lowest rates. And thirdly, go to the support page for your charger on our website. There you'll find setup guides, tips and troubleshooting. And that's it, you're ready to plug in your EV and start charging. So there you have it. Everything, or almost everything, you need to know to start your home charging journey. If you're looking for a home charger, then head to our website and we'll help you get started. You'll find the link in the description below. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.